Hello and welcome to today's episode of Bread.
Today we'll be discussing an issue that has just come up. I believe you have a story to start us off.
Yes, a great story. Before I came over here today to start filming this episode, I was sitting at my little Lego table when I'm building a Lego city, and I had just got a new modular building that I'm going to add, and I just opened the box and started building it, and I was, in happy land for me. And just as I started laying down the first couple of bricks, you went and called me, and at that point, I had to get up from my building, and you're like, "Hey, let's go and do an episode of Bread." Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that meant that I had to decide at that point. Well, do I stop what I'm doing here with the Legos and being in Happy Land, get everything together, and go over and do this?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, my natural self wanted to just stay and play with the Legos because I'm by myself in my room with my Legos, which is kind of what I do. But
So, I see the question is sort of about, was it a test? Kind of, was God checking your priorities out?
Like, perfect timing. I mean,
Yeah.
it actually rarely film episodes of Bread, and
Right.
the one time I was starting to do something that I really want to do, it's right then is when it happened. So there was a test. Do I choose this or do I choose that?
Right.
And I'm like,
So the questions are kind of like, it seems that it was a test for sure, and for you it was a test.
yeah, I mean, I could look at it a couple of ways. I could say, well, the Lord wants to see where my heart is, what my priorities are.
Yeah.
Is it for doing a work for the Lord, or is it, just I want to be by myself and do my whatever it is I want to do? But another way of looking at it that I thought of was, well, it could also be that, this is a, resistance, if you will, to doing ministry.
Right.
Satan doesn't want me to go
He
ahead
could be
and do works for the Lord.
Putting it out there to try to slow you down.
Yeah, he's gonna say, I don't want you to do this. Do Legos instead.
Right.
You don't need to do that.
We have that battle every day.
Every moment of every day there's that, but some moments come up that are it seems more significant. Yeah, they seem more obvious.
Yeah. Of course, now if you don't like Legos, okay. But
That's
anyways,
another matter.
here's a verse in 1 Peter 5:2. The shepherd of the flock of God which is among you, serving as overseers, not by compulsion, but willingly, not for dishonest gain, but eagerly. So that's kind of a discussion of him doing it willingly, rather than feeling like, okay, I have to do this. But that definitely comes into play once you're faced with that decision, at least for me. So now how do I think about this idea? I really want to play with my Legos. All right, I guess I'm going to have to, Lord, okay, I know you don't want me to, and then we go into this drudgingly, okay, I'll do this other thing. And then somehow serving him is completely, I think, we're not serving him then.
Well, I think for me it's a thing of, playing with the Legos is more of a thing where it's what I naturally like to do.
Right.
It's my fleshly things that I like to do. It's not like it's evil to play with Legos, but to go and do something ministry-wise, it's
it goes against our flesh.
There's nothing that really pleases the flesh in there. I don't get any real pleasure out of it, So you have to say, you have to kind of like take control of your body and say, go and do this.
Right. We make a choice then. So it said, no one engaged in warfare entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who enlisted him as a soldier.
Yeah.
So it's as if I shouldn't be, let's say, doing longevity, or you shouldn't be doing anything to do with this world, like the Legos. That's how I take it. But I know that's not what we want to say that's not what he means, but it seems that way.
He says no one engaged in warfare entangles himself. Entangles, I mean, it sounds to me like he's saying he's not, really involved with the things of the world.
Right, but it also, I think it fits with how close to the Legos were you?
Yeah.
That's the entanglement of, am I able to get away from it and do something for the Lord?
Yeah, can I say, I like this, but this isn't number one priority. This can wait for another time.
That answers that.
Yeah,
it's about the priority level.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for watching us on this episode of Bread.
Join us next time for our next discussion. Thanks.